Hello, 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 and welcome. My name is Jason Michael Fladlin. You probably don't really care too much about the little small talk, though. What you really want to know is how to make insane amounts, incredible, almost unbelievable amounts of money with Amazon. And not specifically just like with Kindle or with just one little Amazon tactic, right? We're talking about using Amazon as a full-on business model, as generating traffic from Amazon, being fulfilled by Amazon, customer support by Amazon, the whole shebang by Amazon, because let's face it, they got these systems in place already set up, and that's awesome. The downside to that, though, is, of course, if everybody's going and trying to use Amazon the exact same way, guess what happens? Everybody gets the exact same result, which is nothing to brag about. So this is the exception. Now, let me tell you a little bit briefly of what's going to go on here. I have two people on this call, actually. I have Matt Clark, and I also have his business partner, Jason Katzenbach, I believe is how you say his last name. He'll be on here shortly, and he could correct me if I said that wrong. But these two guys have been crushing it. I've never heard of these guys until a few months ago. And James Jones one day sends me an email, and he sends the same to Wilson. He's like, you got to get these guys on first chance you get. You will not believe what they're doing with Amazon. And I'm like, well, if James Jones knows this, because James has taught me so much stuff about Kindle, I was like, I'll take a look. Then John Rhodes and Jay Boyer tell me, both of them separately, you got to check these guys out. Amazing content, amazing stuff, and what they got in their trainings that they offer, and all this fantastic stuff. You guys got to check these out. So Wilson and I sat down. We looked at it. We looked at it really good. We went over it, and we said, all right, thumbs up, seal of approval. Let's get these guys on. So we booked these guys. We're excited to have them on here. And with that said, I'm going to hand it over to you, Jason, and then you can hand it over to Matt.
Awesome. Yep. So you're ready right now?
Okay. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, cool. Hey, everyone. This is Jason Katzenbach, and I'm very, very excited to be here. You guys are in for a real treat. This is something totally different than what you guys are more than likely used to hearing. And Michael Kelly, thank you for saying hello. And I'm assuming you're saying hi to me because I started talking at the end here. There are multiple Jasons on this call now, obviously, but you'll be hearing mainly from me and Matt for the next little while. Now, I want to give you a little bit of a story into this. It's just going to take a few minutes, and this will allow some people to be able to get on the call before we start getting into the real meat of the information. First of all, I've been online full-time making very good income since 2005. And last year, I joined a group called the Mavericks, which, if you've heard of Yannick Silver, he's, legendary IM guy. He has his business group called the Mavericks, which your business has to be generating over $1 million a year to be part of. Well, I was part of that. Well, I am part of it. And the idea of it, not to brag about, the business doing well, just to show you that this group is for elite businesses, elite marketers who have already established a successful business, and we work together. Well, part of that is I was put in a mastermind, and this mastermind contains some people that are making $250 million a year, never mind, a few million. And it was actually just about a year ago exactly now, in one of my masterminds, we ended up getting a new member named Matt Clark. And this guy, here he comes in at the time, 25 years old, and he's telling me, we do an introduction, how are you making your money online? How are you making your money, basically? And he says, well, Amazon, and that's how I'm making my millions. And so for me, because I'm an affiliate marketer by, that's where my history comes in, and I assumed right away affiliate marketing. It's like, wow, you must be killing it. And he said, well, I don't do any affiliate marketing. And so how are you doing this? He says, well, I sell products on Amazon. So right away, again, I'm thinking Kindle. He says, no, I do, I use Kindle, but that's not where my main money is. It's actually selling products. I'm like, well, how do you sell on Amazon without being a manufacturing facility? And it was, he took a few minutes there, and he just started spilling his guts. And the guy is like an open tap when it comes to sharing about how to use Amazon. And basically what it came down to from that conversation is like, wow, I need to start learning this. So since then, I've started implementing this Amazon model into my business, and we joined forces. We decided that, hey, this would be great. I have a good marketing list. We could make a membership site out of this. And yes, it did very, very well. And the whole idea behind this, because one of the first things I asked Matt is, are you okay with sharing this information? And he laughed at me because I was afraid of competition. He said, there is absolutely no way you can create competition with Amazon. It is so huge. There are so many products on there and so many opportunities. And people can get started for so inexpensive that there's absolutely no competition. Obviously there are certain markets that might be a little bit harder, but there's always other markets you can get into. Well, so as I started working with him, my first kind of dipping my toes in was with the Kindle. And this is the honest truth. This summer, I'm proud to say that working with my wife, I was able to get her 6 #1 bestsellers on Amazon. That's not, I'm not saying bestsellers. A lot of people say this with Kindle. With free Kindle. I'm talking about paid books being ranked #1 in their category. The problem with that, though, is we weren't really too passionate about it, so I started looking at actually going into the physical product side. Now, I've been working with Matt for, really full-time for the most part since April when we launched everything, but I have to admit I procrastinated. I had this other business that I'm running, lots of other businesses actually that I'm running. You might have heard of some of them. We won't get into that right now anyway. But I decided that I'm going to set a goal so that by the beginning of October, I'm going to start selling physical products. Well, following Matt's strategy, I am right now, and my product started selling on October 10th. This is no lie. I'm already netting over $1,000 a day. This is the honest truth, no exaggeration. Within 1 month, I'm already up to netting $1,000 a day. It absolutely blew me away. It's revolutionized how I'm doing my business. I'm moving things towards this more direction. The things you're going to learn in this call are exactly that, how you can make it work with Amazon, how you can use Amazon and explode your monthly revenue. So I just want you to be prepared. This is going to be a fantastic call. You guys are going to get some amazing information in it. And as Matt's going through the call, the one thing that I ask is that you take notes, but understand that this is, first of all, a completely live call. There's nothing pre-recorded. We don't have some pre-recorded script where we just press play. It's right now 3:09 p.m. on Wednesday. But what is happening is Matt goes through this information relatively quick. He talks relatively quick. And actually, you know what? I can show you that proof of that income. Someone just asked, can you show me that proof? Actually, while we're doing this, I'm not going to show a live screenshot. But what I'll do is while he's doing this, I'll actually bring up the page so I don't show any dangerous information and show you that proof. Regardless of that, I got sidetracked there. So yes, showing the proof, that's no problem whatsoever. But as Matt's going through this training, we go very quick. So if you have any questions whatsoever, put them in the Q&A section. Because what's going to happen is in that question box is at the end of the call, we're going to go through and we're going to do a question and answer period. And we will answer absolutely everything. We don't have anything to hide. Any question you want to ask about Matt, about this training, about anything, ask and Matt will answer it. Plus, we got some really cool bonuses, but I'm not going to spoil that for Matt. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Matt. So I just want to let everyone know this is live. Get ready to learn some incredible information. And this stuff is truly revolutionary and can truly make a huge difference in your life. So take it away, Matt.
Thanks a lot, Jason, and welcome everybody to the webinar. This is Matt Clark, and thank you to the other Jason and Will for having us. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. So the first slide takes a few seconds to come up, but as you can see, this first slide is a screenshot of a bank deposit from Amazon.com. This is a 14-day payout for the products that I sell on Amazon.com. So as you can see, $47,000 14-day payout. The reason I show this is not to brag or anything like that. It's just because most people have no idea what's really possible with Amazon. Like a lot of people think, they're like, oh, you must be doing Kindle, or oh, you must be doing affiliate marketing. That's not where the big money is, and I'm going to show you exactly where it is during this webinar. So this webinar is going to contain powerful and actionable strategies, not a bunch of theory or fluff, because this information is based on my own testing and results, meaning that it really works and it works right now. So you're going to want to stay tuned in. There's going to be a Q&A session at the end of the webinar. And during the call, we're going to be giving away 2 Amazon gift certificates. There's going to be a couple short little pop quizzes off of some content that I just covered. First person to answer those questions correctly is going to get an Amazon gift card. So a few ground rules. First off, you're going to want to stop multitasking. There's something about this webinar that caught your eye, and got you here right now. There's something that you think that there might be an opportunity out of this, or there's something you might be able to learn, or something you might be able to apply to your business right now. So take that mindset and put all your focus into this call right now. You're going to want to shut down texting, shut down Facebook, Skype, all those different things, so you can focus and really get value out of the next hour while we're going through the presentation. Because you're going to get ready to take notes. Like I said, it's all actionable information. This is stuff that you can really put to use right now, no matter what your business is. And you can start typing questions right now into the Q&A box. We'll answer the majority of those at the end, but Jason will be responding to some of those during the call. So a little bit about the agenda. First off, I'm going to cover the 3 forces driving the huge opportunity on Amazon right now. Second, 2 big myths about Amazon, then how to make 85% instead of 4 to 6% with Amazon, how to fail on Amazon and how to avoid this, how to make $70,000 a year in income on Amazon with only 1 product and 6 sales a day. 3 different profit opportunities on Amazon, not just Kindle, and the 9-step ultimate Amazon promotion system that 99% of people completely mess up. How to be a best-selling author on Kindle in 24 hours, and how to turn Amazon into your automatic cash machine. So you're going to want to think about what you want. No matter what kind of business you have right now or you want to start, I'm going to explain to you how any of those can be applied with Amazon. So think about what you have going on right now or what you want to start in the future, and sort of keep that in your mind or write it down on your note sheet or in your, on your computer or iPad, whatever you're listening in on, and put that big at the top. What do you want to get out of this? Because that's what's going to help you laser focus on pulling the best content out of here, the stuff that you can actually use right away. So a little bit of an introduction about myself. 26 years old, live in Austin, Texas. In my free time, I like working out and hanging out with my wife. We actually are, in about a month, will be our 1-year anniversary. Sold over $3 million online in the past 2 years, sold over $1 million on Amazon. I've used Amazon to create $40,000 in new profit in 30 days. I joined the Mavericks, like Jason said, in late 2011. That's a high-level business networking group run by Yannick Silver. I began telling people like Jason in our roundtable group and Yannick himself about my success with Amazon. Yannick was actually pretty impressed, and he ended up inviting me to speak at his Underground 8 seminar this past year, actually, in Washington, D.C. So I spoke there about what I'm doing on Amazon, some of the stuff you're about to learn right now, and was just blown away by the feedback I got. As soon as I got off stage, all kinds of people are running up, asking questions, just because the information that's out there right now is so poor, misleading, and incomplete. So that whole thing sort of snowballed into a lot of different things, including doing Amazon consulting for $2,000 to $5,000 per case. So what Amazon has really become for me is the ultimate accidental lifestyle business. I didn't set out for it to be like this. I work on it a couple hours a week, including finding products, promoting products, monitoring what's going on. I don't have an office. I operate the majority of my Amazon business from my iPhone, and one $4 an hour staff member from Odesk.com handles about 95% of my Amazon operations. So I've used Amazon, obviously, to sell lots of products, also used it to become a best-selling author in a day with a completely outsourced book multiple times, used it to generate tons and tons of leads, 17,000 downloads in 24 hours, and I've taught some people how I do what I do. As you can see, here's a case study, a guy named Paul who does not own any sort of online business, never sold on Amazon before. Literally the first day he started selling on Amazon, $869.39 in sales, 0 traffic costs, no fulfillment or customer service, no SEO, no PPC, and no email list. And we all know, sales are nice, but that doesn't really pay for anything. So his actual profit, though, was $303.74, which, remember, he had never been on Amazon before. So scale that out to a month, that's about $9,000 in income using Amazon. So why you need to know this? First off, you can start on as little as $100 a month. That's how I started. There are over 30,000 different markets on Amazon. You can create a hands-off business with the 3 different models I'll reveal during this webinar, and the opportunity really has never been bigger than right now, especially with the recent Google updates, which are just making Amazon dominate even more online. So the big myth about Amazon. The myth is Amazon is just another place to sell stuff online. This is just about what everyone. Just about everyone thinks who doesn't sell anything on Amazon. They're like, oh yeah, it's just another site. I buy lots of stuff from there. That should be a big hint. But you know, I'm selling other places. I'll sell on my own website. That's fine. In reality, this is like saying Google is just another place to list your website. So the truth is, an Amazon presence is now a requirement for a successful business. So the three forces driving the Amazon opportunity. First off, I call it Walmart of the Internet. Amazon has over 200 million credit cards on file, over 320 million monthly visitors. They own a third of all e-commerce. They completely dominate the ebook market. Kindle was actually introduced in 2007, and I believe it was 2011, so it's even been almost 2 years now since Kindle books have been outselling paperbacks on Amazon, their original business. Every device is now a Kindle reading and buying device. Not going to read this whole thing, but Amazon, as of this year, acquired 3 million square feet of office space in Seattle to expand. They're a huge company, expanding even more. So force 2, I call it you can't compete. Big problem with online businesses these days is online advertising costs have absolutely skyrocketed. Whether it's Google AdWords or even doing SEO, it's really become a big player's game. And trying to break even with those forms of advertising will make you broke. I used to spend $30,000 a month on Google AdWords running my e-commerce business outside of Amazon. Was losing money all day long just because it was getting so and so much more expensive. So I ended up turning my account over to the best e-commerce PPC agency in the world. All they did, lose more money. It's just not a profitable venture. This is very different because you're paying per click. Google could care less whether or not you're making money. Amazon, on the other hand, whenever you're selling stuff on Amazon, whether it's physical products, Kindle books, you're selling information or physical products, or you're selling physical books or even mobile apps, whenever you're selling stuff on Amazon, the only time they get paid is whenever you make money, whenever you get a sale. So your goals are actually aligned whenever you're selling on Amazon. Very different from when you're running Google AdWords. And whenever you're doing that on Amazon, your cost is generally only about 15%. And it's really a buyer search engine. That's something a lot of people sort of miss about Amazon. They're like, oh, yeah, you know, I can learn how to get products ranked for Amazon, which you're going to learn a lot of that in this webinar. But, you know, what's the point of that, or what's the big deal? The big deal is that if you're doing SEO all day long with Google, if, you know, you're able to stick it out for a little bit to actually see some results, and then they'll probably disappear the next day with the next update. But even if you do that, you're targeting, for the most part, information seekers. On Amazon, the only reason people are there is because they're there to buy something. That's Amazon's entire platform. It's a platform where people can buy stuff from. Big point to understand. Second thing off, Amazon will buy unlimited PPC for keywords you can't afford. If you've ever seen Amazon running Google AdWords ads, where do those ads go? Most of them are not products that Amazon's selling themselves. Most of them are products that people like you and I are actually selling on Amazon. So those businesses that are selling products on Amazon are the ones getting all that free traffic. You don't pay anything extra for that. You're getting all that free traffic that Amazon's buying for you. It's a very interesting opportunity. And Amazon, as we know, absolutely dominates Google's organic rankings. So force 3, micro supply chain. You no longer need a warehouse to sell products. There's been a dramatic reduction in fulfillment and production costs and an explosion of wholesale and private label product businesses. So with that sort of model, instead of making 4 to 6% with the Amazon Associates or Amazon Affiliate Program, which a lot of people are still involved in, you could be making 85% with no additional work, and I'll show you how. And switching over to books, the traditional publishing model is absolutely dead because you can now do it yourself with Amazon Kindle in about 5 minutes, and I'm going to give you a killer strategy for doing very, very well with Kindle, whether that's just to make money, to generate leads, or to promote other products, including Amazon products. And there's no Google slaps, uncertainty, SEO, or AdWords bans with Amazon. This is another quote. Last year, 2011, Amazon increased its number of employees by 67% to support future growth. They do about $50 billion a year in revenue, increase their number of employees by 67%. That should tell you something. There's a huge growth going on over there. So a quick recap. Force 1, Walmart of the Internet. Force 2, you can't compete. Force 3, micro supply chain. So why this matters to you. First off, you can partner with Amazon and get guaranteed profit. No more cost per click stuff. You get to sell ebooks, physical products, and even mobile apps. You can own and control your own Amazon pages. Whenever you are selling anything on Amazon, you get your own Amazon.com, or if you're using another country property, for example, Amazon.ca or .co.uk, either way, you get your own Amazon Authority URL. You can do some very powerful search engine optimization when you own a piece of Amazon real estate. And you can tap into 320 million monthly visitors looking to buy. And you can use Amazon to run your business's operations automatically. So my 2-minute Amazon story, my brief and bumpy ride from $0 to $100,000 per month in 18 months, from Excel monkey to entrepreneur. I started selling online in 2009 after quitting an investment banking job that I probably shouldn't have taken in the first place because I knew by then that I wasn't really built to work for somebody else. I started on a shoestring budget of $100 a month with one site. This was before I started selling on Amazon. I discovered drop shipping. If you're not familiar with what that is, that's just a distribution model in which you take orders from customers, send those orders off to a supplier, for example, name, shipping address, and products ordered. They send the product directly to the customer. It means you never have to touch any inventory. This model allowed me to scale my e-commerce business up very fast to $2 million a year. Then I listed my first group of products on Amazon in 2010. The reason I did that is because even when I had exact match keyword domains, when those were extremely effective, I was still getting beat by Amazon in Google, even though I was doing all the SEO stuff you could possibly do. So I was like, wait a minute. I was like, there are people out there, businesses, that are selling these products on Amazon. Why am I not the person who's getting all those sales? I could be getting the sales from my, decently ranked SEO listings and from my e-commerce stores, and I could be getting sales from Amazon. So that's how it started. I jumped on Amazon, started selling some products, and really started going full force and testing a lot of things out. And it wasn't a smooth ride, but I was able to discussion secrets to really boost sales, meaning add a product to Amazon, I could get it ranked and still can for any category or keyword extremely fast because there's specific things you can do, specific levers you can use to boost up a product on Amazon, which I'm going to reveal in this webinar. So my Amazon business today, selling over $100,000 a month on Amazon. All Amazon sales are automatic, no customer service, no fulfillment or returns to process, multiple #1 best-selling Kindle books, and I'm the highest paid Amazon consultant at about $1,000 plus per hour, including helping people in technology, mobile apps, fitness and diet, multi-million-dollar companies, and even people who just lost a bunch of money because of Google. For example, I recently had a guy come to me literally a couple weeks ago because his Google AdSense account was making him $10,000 in income per month. So Google one day just said that account is gone. All of a sudden his account got axed, literally $10,000 to zero with one email from Google. He was a little scared, so he came to me, realized Amazon's a huge opportunity. So helping people like that is another thing that I'm doing right now because those people are losing all kinds of money that they used to make from Google and are trying to scramble and figure out how to get it back. So before I teach you how to make lots of money on Amazon, how to fail on Amazon. First off, competing with established sellers with no strategy or plan, throwing up books on Kindle and hoping, selling on Amazon without an arsenal of promotion tactics, and focusing on affiliate marketing with Amazon where you only make 4 to 6% versus the 85% you could be making. And here's an example of how that works. So I wanted some concrete proof of the value of the business model that I use to make money on Amazon. So what I did, and I wanted to compare it specifically to the Amazon affiliate program. So what I did is, tons of people are out there running Amazon affiliate program with blog and those kind of things, making pennies on the dollar. So I created some Amazon affiliate links with my own Amazon Associates account just for this test. I literally don't really use it for anything else. Created it for this test and drove traffic to my own Amazon products. So I'd be able to track the sales from my Amazon products and track my commissions as an Amazon affiliate. So here's what I did. As you can see, $574.17 was the total revenue generated in this test. So my profit as an Amazon affiliate was about $36. But because I was referring sales to my own products, my profit as an Amazon seller was about $322, which is 876% more money being an Amazon seller with that same exact traffic. That's why there's such a huge opportunity right now. So the secret to succeeding on Amazon, you're really going to want to start taking some notes right now. So where a product ranks on Amazon is only based on 4 things. First, purchases. Second, reviews. Third, likes. Fourth, tags. If you master these 4 things, you own Amazon. I've done it many, many times in many different markets. So to help you understand how this whole thing works, I'm going to compare it to a simplified version of SEO. We all know there's lots of other factors, content and social and all that sort of stuff that goes into SEO, but as a simplified version, you get a bunch of other websites, which is a little outside circles, to link to your website. In a nutshell, that's how SEO works. Amazon promotion in this model, to help you understand it, is kind of similar. You get a bunch of other Amazon buyer accounts, which is a little outside circles. That's just you and I, anybody who's ever got anything on Amazon before, to do those 4 things: purchases, reviews, likes, and tags of your Amazon listing. Your Amazon listing is just whenever you're selling any product on Amazon, you have an Amazon listing. A bunch of other Amazon buyer accounts, purchases, reviews, likes, and tags of your Amazon listing. So here's the ultimate promotion system, how to get any product ranked at the top of Amazon for any keyword or category. So a few key points to understand of the ultimate promotion system. You need lots of purchases and reviews. Now I say lots, but that really depends on how competitive the product is that you want to sell. One thing to understand is if you want to be the #1 book on Amazon, you're going to have your work cut out for you. It's very possible using the exact system I'm about to show you. It's just you're going to have to do more of it. Now, if you want to be tapping into one of the long tail products, which I'm doing little air quotes right now because long tail on Amazon is $5,000, $10,000, $30,000 a month in profit from one product. That's the long tail you're dealing with on Amazon. Remember, they do $50 billion a year in revenue, and you're taking your piece of that. So you need multiple accounts acting on your behalf. I'll explain exactly what that is in a few seconds, and you need this done as fast as possible. The biggest advantage you have on Amazon when you use the right promotion system is getting activity to your Amazon listing in a condensed period of time, meaning 1 day is best. So you get a bunch of activity, which I'll explain what that is, to your Amazon listing in a condensed period of time, ideally 1 day. That's how you shoot up in the rankings on Amazon. So step 1 of 9 of the ultimate promotion system. You're going to pick a product to promote. Now, if you already have an existing business, maybe you already sell some physical products. If you're not selling those on Amazon, you're missing out on about 50% of the money you could be making. I actually read that statistic in the Wall Street Journal. And if you are already selling any kind of information, if you've ever created any sort of blog post or any of that sort of thing, if you aren't turning those into Kindle books, you're missing out on money you could be making while building a list of buyers. It's a great business model, generating leads, making money at the same time with content that you're just giving away for free right now. So if you want to do one of those models, that's either physical product or a Kindle book, or if you just have something else you want to do, you could sell a physical book or you can even sell mobile apps on Amazon. So step 1, just figuring out any sort of product you want to sell on Amazon. Step 2, create a new Amazon listing. If you want to sell physical products, including physical books, unless you're using CreateSpace, you just go to sellercentral.amazon.com. I recommend choosing the $39.99 a month plan, $40 a month, because there is a free version, but it's very limited, and you'll be making a heck of a lot more than $40 a month very, very quickly. So that's sellercentral.amazon.com. If you want to sell Kindle books, you go to kdp.amazon.com. That stands for Kindle Direct Publishing, and that's absolutely free to set up. Step 3 of 9 of the ultimate promotion system. Going to keep your price low initially. Amazon's built this business on being a low-cost provider. Doesn't mean your product has to be low-cost, but initially it's better to price it a little bit lower than what you eventually want to sell it for, because that's going to help you get more sales, and it's going to help you rank higher. So when you have a lower price, you get higher rankings, because that's one of the ranking factors in Amazon. When you rank higher, you're going to get more purchases. When you get more purchases, you're going to rank even higher. It becomes a sort of self-fulfilling system. This is why I say high rankings on Amazon are sticky, because those products that are ranked high are getting all that activity, which helps them stay there in the first place just by being ranked higher. So your idea is to price your product a little bit lower to start out with, get your product ranked up high, then start bumping your price up. Your number of units or books, either way, sold is not really going to decrease if you do it gradually, but your profit per sale is going to increase because you're bumping up the price. Very good model. Step 4 is you're going to activate multiple accounts. This just means getting a hold of anybody you can possibly think of that's ever bought anything on Amazon. If you're selling one of those long-tail products, remember 5, 10, 20, 30 grand a month in profit from a long-tail product, you literally only need about 3 of these. But depending on how competitive the products you are or how aggressive you want to be, you can get more. So this could be friends, family members, Facebook friends, an existing customer list, outside traffic, or even from Amazon itself by tagging your product correctly, doing the right keywords, and Kindle books. Just think of this as figuring out your source of traffic for your initial boost on Amazon. So step 5 of 9, you're going to do a massive listing activity burst, meaning all on the same day or as close as possible in time, you're going to get those multiple accounts to do purchases, write reviews, and if possible, like and tag your product. Remember that condensed period of good activity for your Amazon listing. So an example of how this works on a very big scale, the example I'm about to provide, he was trying to be the #1 book on Amazon. If you just want to be, the #1 long tail product, making a, nice 5, 10, 20, 30 grand a month with Amazon, take his strategy, do about 1/10 of it or less. So if you know who Tim Ferriss is, wrote the book 4-Hour Workweek, extremely popular, also wrote a book called 4-Hour Body. He's a great author in my opinion, and he is a very, very good book marketer. So when he was launching 4-Hour Body, this was his second book. He knew exactly how Amazon works at that point. So when he was launching his second book, he sent out 1,000 advance copies to friends and family members. 2 weeks later, when his book was launching on Amazon, he sent an email to those people and said, hey, you've had a couple weeks to review my book. Please go write a review of it on Amazon within the next 24 hours. In a nutshell, he had over 200 reviews in the first 2 hours. He has over 2,000 reviews on that book now. That massive social proof and that activity that Amazon loves has helped them do extremely well with that book, and I'm sure he'll use that same strategy for every other book he launches in the future. So step 6 of 9, review the top 5 related products on Amazon and add a link back to your listing. Amazon actually provides you with the automatic tool to do this. So you take whatever products that are the most popular products that are related to whatever it is that you're selling. It doesn't matter if you're selling a physical book, a mobile app, a physical or a Kindle book. It doesn't matter what kind of product you're selling. Go find the top 5 most popular products that are related to it. It doesn't matter if they're also books. It doesn't matter if they're also physical products, any sort of product that's related. Then you're going to go write a good, valuable review of those products. So ideally, you've touched, felt, handled, played with, used, read, if it's a book, those products so you can write a good, valuable review. So you do that, you go find those products, write a good, valuable review, then you'll see this window. All you're going to do here is click the Insert a Product Link button. This doesn't allow you to link outside of Amazon, so if you're not selling on Amazon, it doesn't do you any good. But since now you are on Amazon, making money with Amazon, you have a product to promote, all you literally do is go over there, click the Insert a Product Link, save your review, then you'll have an active hyperlink linking from those products back to your Amazon product. Think about this. There are these high-traffic, very popular products out there that you can now get active hyperlinks from all day long to the product that you're selling. This would be like doing like a Google search for the most popular websites related to whatever niche that you're in and being able to go to those websites and add a highly visible hyperlink to your website whenever you want. That's basically what you're doing here. So those other high-traffic products, people are going to be reading through them, checking out the reviews. They're going to see your review. They're going to click your link. They're going to go to your product, and a good chunk of them are going to buy your product. So this strategy alone can help you rank for extremely competitive keywords and categories just using this one step alone. So step 7 of 9 is the ultimate promotion system. You're going to write a Kindle book to boost purchases. So within the Kindle book, you can actually add active hyperlinks because you're basically just creating a Kindle book in a Microsoft Word document. So you're going to add an active hyperlink back to your product that you're now selling on Amazon that you chose in step 1. And if you're promoting a Kindle book, remember step 1 was you choose an Amazon product. One of those products could be a Kindle book. Maybe you took some blog posts, turned them into a Kindle book. So if you're promoting a Kindle book, the best strategy to get some traffic over there Write another Kindle book, and I'll talk about that in the Kindle sales strategy in a few minutes. Then you're going to run what's called KDP Select. It's just a special program you'll see right in your face in your free Kindle account that you can run for up to 5 days in a 90-day period. I recommend for this step just running it for 1 to 2 days. That's going to help you get a ton of free downloads to your Kindle book. But the purpose of those downloads is not to make money off of Kindle in this case. It's to get people seeing and clicking on your link from within the book to your Amazon products so that book can get all kinds of sales. Step 8 of 9, you're going to promote on outside web properties. If you have a blog, website, Facebook, Twitter, at this point, put those to use. Use them to promote your Amazon product. If you've ever heard any sort of author, a lot of it is authors telling you how to promote stuff on Amazon. A lot of them will say that, oh, yeah, you have to go set up a Twitter, a Facebook, a blog, do all those things for 17 years, and finally you'll build up, 100 people that'll like you, and then you can go have them promote your book on Amazon. That is a very slow way of doing this. But if you already have those things, go ahead and use them. You've obviously seen there's been 7 steps before this that you can put to use, but if you have these things, now's the time to use them. Step 9, you're going to SEO your Amazon listing. You can dominate Google with a few links driven to your Amazon listing page. Very fast and safe as compared to using your own website, and there's no Google slap for Amazon. So quick recap of the 9 steps. You're going to want to take a screenshot of this. A lot of people ask, oh, can you go back to that? Can you recap those steps? As you can see, it's a lot to go over here. So just take a screenshot, trust me, save it on your computer, have it for the rest of your life. Step 1, you're going to pick a product to promote. Step 2, you're going to create an Amazon listing for the new product. Step 3, you're going to keep your price low initially. Step 4, you're going to activate those multiple accounts, getting traffic to your Amazon listing. Step 5, you're going to do a massive listing activity burst. Step 6, you're going to review the top 5 related products on Amazon and add a link back to your listing. Step 7, you're going to write a Kindle book to boost purchases and run KDP Select for 1 to 2 days. Step 8, you're going to promote on outside web properties. And step 9, you're going to SEO your Amazon listing. So a few opportunities waiting for you literally right now to use this. If you want to be the number 1 just about any product on Amazon, in a couple of weeks, use the Ultimate Promotion System. If you want to be the expert person, author, brand, or business for your market, use the Ultimate Promotion System. Remember, Amazon is like the Walmart of the Internet. They're actually bigger than their next 5 online retailer competitors combined. Amazon's the biggest online retailer. You take the next 5 biggest online retailers combined, Amazon's bigger than all of them. So when people are looking for stuff, it's actually about 30% of people go to Amazon first, no matter what kind of product it is that they want to buy, whether they want to buy it online or in a local store. You're now getting in front of those people and getting all that traffic, and a good chunk of those, you'll get a ton of sales. You get extremely high conversion rates on Amazon. Or if you just want to make money, find a product out there that's selling well on Amazon, get your hands on it. We can talk about more about that in the Q&A. Get your hands on it. You can do extremely well. So the market's absolutely wide open. It's not like Google SEO or AdWords where people have been at it for 10 years, because people have been selling on Amazon for years, but nobody's really been actively promoting products on Amazon. You can get top rankings for almost any category or keyword. So how Amazon can be your automatic cash machine. A lot of people are sort of scared off by physical products for some reason. They think that, that you have to have a warehouse and all this kind of stuff, which is just completely not true. You can now run a physical product business with the automation of an information business using Fulfillment by Amazon. There's no customer service or fulfillment needed to tap into Amazon's $40 billion, actually closer to $50 billion a year in revenue, using a program, like I said, called Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA. What this is you're able to send inventory to Amazon. You can just buy a small quantity of most suppliers, buy a small quantity, have it sent to FBA, which is just Amazon's warehouses around the world, have it sent there, and then Amazon will handle everything else for you. They're now your source of traffic. They're now your fulfillment center, and they do all this automatically. So you get all the benefits of selling physical products, meaning built-up demand that a lot of people have spent millions of dollars doing advertising on TV, radio, magazines, building up all this demand. All you're doing is jumping in front of those people and the world's biggest online retailer and saying, hey, you want this product? Here, come and get it. And you get none of the drawbacks, having to do customer service and fulfillment. None of that stuff is fun. So as you can see in this screenshot, in the last 7 days, over 1,100 orders fulfilled by Amazon. That's 1,100 orders Didn't have to do any sort of customer service or fulfillment, have any sort of warehouse, packaging, shipping, none of that sort of stuff. The inventory was literally with Amazon. They handled everything else. All I did, log into my account and say, hey, look, that's nice. They shipped 1,100 orders for me in the last 7 days. That's literally it. So what this can become is the 4-hour work month. Your entire business operations include step 1, call your supplier. Step 2, say, hey, supplier, send some inventory to Amazon. Step 3, you get paid every 14 days. A single $4 an hour staff member can handle 99% of your Amazon operations. So now we're getting ready for the first free prize time. Hopefully you're getting some good value out of this. You're taking lots and lots of notes, thinking about how you can apply this to your business. And so Jason usually has his microphone muted, so I will let him unmute that.
I'm unmuted. I am unmuted.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Before we do anything, Matt, I just wanted to do something. First of all, this is live. I've got that question a few times now. Yeah, we're 3:43 p.m. Eastern time. Well, if you're Pacific time, it's a different time, but that's where I am right now. But when I was doing the introduction, I mentioned how I'm up to $1,000 net a day. So what I did is I just went in and took a screenshot. I took some proof. So I'm going to actually get Matt. I don't know if you can pause your screen for a sec, then I'll send this to you, and then you can open it up. I just don't want to send a link to everyone and get people sidetracked from this. So if you could just show this in your
I don't have Skype. I don't have Skype open on this computer.
No, you don't need Skype, buddy. Just give me 1 sec here. I'm going to send it to you in. I'm having to do my alphabet here. B, C, D. There we go. There. You should get it in the chat.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Actually, never mind. It doesn't seem to be working. Hang on 1 sec here. I'll get this to you for the Q&A. Sorry, I just wanted to provide something, but I guess it's making it a little difficult, technical difficulties. I just wanted to show proof that after starting only on October 10th selling, that I'm already netting over $1,000 a day following this strategy. So be listening really close. Hang on a sec. So if you want to do the free prize time there, go ahead.
Yep. So, yeah, I was just saying that I usually have another thing open on my other computer with just in case there's any sort of issues with sound or any of that kind of thing. So I have another computer, but Jason definitely sent me a screenshot. I've never seen this before, but it shows, $14,000, $777, and he has a screenshot with today's time as proof and all that kind of stuff. Believe me, this stuff is legitimate. Jason literally just got started. Probably, really got the ball rolling like a month ago. He's doing extremely well. So with this free prize time, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask a question about some content that I just covered. And the first person to respond with the correct answer will get a $20 Amazon gift card. Jason will help get that to you. It's going to be emailed to you, actually. So hopefully you're paying attention, and we're going to go ahead and ask this right now. So the 4 things that help your product or book rank higher on Amazon are purchases, reviews, likes, and blank.
I have to believe that somebody already knew the answer because a few people were right ahead of it. But the first person, Ron Ruggles. So congratulations, Ron Ruggles. The answer is tags. So yes, Ron Ruggles, you won. A lot of people, so we're still getting people actually entering them in. Remember, it's the very first person that answered the question. So it was Ron Ruggles. So congratulations. I'm going to send you information here to be able to get this. And what I'll do, Matt, actually I have an idea. What I'll do is in the Q&A time, so that we don't distract, I'll actually just share that link to that image so that people can see the screenshot proof during the Q&A. So stick around for the Q&A and I'll show you that image. And yes, that's October 10th, 2012. Now there was about 4 weeks prior to that I had to do setup to get things going, but it only started selling October 10th. So again, Ron Ruggles, we are going to send you a message on the question and answer section here on how you can claim your prize.
Thanks a lot, Jason, and congratulations. So here we go. So now I'm going to switch gears, talk a little bit about Kindle. Kindle is an extremely hot, popular topic, and for a good reason. It's a very sort of, it's been around since 2007, but it really has caught wind of people like you and I sort of seeing the big opportunities over the past couple of years because there's so much traffic there. So many people are buying Kindle devices, or a lot of them, like me, I own the Kindle devices just because I wanted to see what books look like on there because I was selling books. But in all honesty, I read the majority of Kindle books now on my iPad, and I'm somebody who reads a lot of books, but I was definitely the kind of person who's like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just have the sort of touch and feel of physical books. Pretty much done with that. And that's the large majority of people that are moving in that direction because it's so convenient. The good part about this is you can tap into all those people in about 5 minutes with Kindle. Publishing companies and big-name authors still have not figured out how to sell using Kindle. And this is your opportunity to compete with the big names on a level playing field. Not necessarily meaning that you want to become some big-name, celebrity author. If you want to do that, fine. Kindle can definitely help you. But if you want to generate a massive number of leads in a very short period of time, Kindle's great. If you want to build an email list, a lot of people talk about it, that you're like, oh, you should be building an email list. And then, you need to set up a blog and then add an Aweber opt-in form. And then, 3 years later, you'll have an email list. You can do that very effectively in about a week with Amazon Kindle. I've done it before in a market I had nothing to do with, built up a 1,000-person email list in a week, and it was a market that I was never in before, completely outsourced books. There are huge opportunities for doing that and even just making money on Kindle. The bottom left quote, Kindle Fire is the most successful product we've ever launched. Bottom right screenshot, this is a book I had outsourced for about $50. It actually hit the top 100 paid on Amazon Kindle using the system I'm about to show you, this 7-step Kindle profit strategy. So 27 of the top 100 books were created using Kindle Direct Publishing. That's that site I told you about, kdp.amazon.com. You can sign up there, get rolling on Kindle very, very quickly. 27 of the top 100 books came from that. That means people like you and I who are now just set up an account there for free and are now publishing Kindle books. So here's the 7-step Kindle profit strategy. First, you're going to pick a hot market. Right now, for whatever reason, Kindle market is kind of skewed to these specific markets. Diet, fitness, fiction, romance, weight loss, cookbooks, and self-help is another big one. Why that is, don't really know. It just sort of is what it is. If you publish in one of these markets, all else held equal, your books will do better. Now, if you are in a different market or in a more niche market, you have two options. One, you can try to sort of tailor your book to fit one of these markets and still sort of serve your purpose, or you can actually just publish in your niche. You're just not going to necessarily do as well, but you can still be the market leader very quickly. So you're going to write or outsource 3 short books. That's only 15 to 20 pages once you have them formatted for Kindle. Then you're going to publish on Kindle. That's your first launch. So the reason you do that, all you do is go into your Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing account. You're going to click Add a New Title, and you'll be able to publish a Kindle book very quickly. You actually create them in Microsoft Word documents, and then you publish them on Kindle. The reason you do that, and the reason you wrote 3, is because you want all these books cross-promoting each other. But to get them to do that, you first have to get those books live on Kindle. That's your first launch, and then grab your book's URLs. All you do is go to Amazon's website, search for your book. Your book now has a unique URL. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your Microsoft Word documents, add a page at the beginning of your book and at the end of the book with links to your other Amazon books and your 3-book series. Think about a regular, physical book you bought either at Amazon.com or maybe your local bookstore. If it's an author that's written multiple books, they'll always have a page in there that says, hey, go check out my other books. The reason they do this is because they realize that if somebody took the time and effort to read one of the books, they are likely going to want to check out some of their other books if they like that book. That's all you're doing here. You're getting each of your books a free source of traffic from Kindle itself. So you're going to link them together, republish them. All you do is log back into your account, and you just re-upload the new Microsoft Word document with those link pages. It's literally that simple. Then you're going to run that same program I mentioned called KDP Select for 1 day. It's extremely easy. It's right in front of your face when you're logged into Kindle Direct Publishing. The reason you're doing this is you're actually giving your books literally away for free for a 24-hour period. The reason you do this, even if your goal is to make money on Kindle, is because Amazon gives you a huge boost after that free promotion as a paid book. If you just let your book be offered for paid and never ran KDP Select, it may never do anything. You run KDP Select for a day, all of a sudden your book becomes a paid book, and you get a huge boost there in paid sales. Collect the check. That's step 7. The one thing about Kindle that a lot of people don't tell you, they're out here saying, oh, yeah, you need to sell Kindle books, all this sort of thing, is that it takes 60 days until after the end of the month that you start out to get your first check. That's just is what it is. There's not much you can do about that. But once you get the ball rolling, that 60 days passes, you get your first paycheck, then you start getting paid every 30 days. And you can really have a giant snowball effect, because with Kindle, it really becomes a game of math. If you want to make this much money, you publish this many more books. You link them together, you build your list from those Kindle books, drive more traffic, then all you're doing extremely well, all with free Kindle books, or books that you created for free or outsourced and are obviously selling for money on Kindle. So here's an example of the Kindle profit strategy. Here's that same screenshot from the beginning, 17,000 downloads in 24 hours. Those are free downloads. That's what that far right column is. But you can see next to the ASIN, you don't really have to look for this, I'll just tell you, units sold 635, units borrowed 28. That's from the first day those books were offered as paid. So that first book made about $300 in one day. It was a $50 outsourced book. That was literally the first day it got offered as paid, coming off of that KDP Select promotion. Amazon, in my opinion, the best opportunity on the web. Amazon sells millions of products, 320 million monthly visitors, goldmine opportunities to tap into those, remember, long tail opportunities to make $5,000 to $30,000 a month with one product. And the Kindle market is absolutely on fire and pays you to get customers. You can literally get paid to build a customer list. So 3 different models for making $70,000 plus per year in income on Amazon. First off, selling private label products. All this is finding products out there that you can either add your own brand name to or just save your own brand name. They're generic products. So an example of this is, in the vitamin market or in the beauty market or in the organic market or even, electronics accessories. Believe it or not, you can get all those products and just make up a brand name. Doesn't matter what it is. You're going to make sure it's not trademarked, and you don't really have to do anything with it other than just making up a brand name. You do that sort of thing, you can now get those products, sell them on Amazon. It's extremely easy. It's literally a Google search doing for a supplier of those products. You just type in whatever the product keyword is plus private label. You'll find tons of suppliers ready to supply you. So you take a $50 product, $32.50 in profit. To make $70,000 a year in income with that model, only 6 sales a day. As you can see, bottom right screenshot, a lot more than that going on. Once you get this up and running, remember, Amazon's doing everything for you, 3 to 4 hours a month to manage this. Second opportunity, selling dropship. Remember, that's how I got started on my entire online business, but now I still use this a lot with Amazon. So all you're doing is taking sales from Amazon and then passing those off to a supplier, and they ship the products out to the customer. You never have to touch anything, never have to get any inventory, any of that sort of stuff. So you take a $50 product, I put $22.50 in profit. Just because with drop shipping, your profit's generally going to be a little bit less. So to make $70,000 a year in income, that's only 9 sales a day. As you can see, a lot more than that going on with those little red arrows. Total time per month to manage this, 3 to 4 hours. Third opportunity, Amazon Kindle. Remember, I said it's great for lead generation, great for selling other products. It's great for making money in and of itself right now also. So take $2.99 Kindle books. That's priced at the lower end. Take 10 short books, 15 to 20 pages each. For each book, only selling 10 copies of a $3 book a day, that's $75,000 a year in income. Remember that screenshot, 694 units sold plus 28 units borrowed. Not really going to explain what that units borrowed thing is, but it's basically extra sales. That's over 700 sales in one day. I'm saying only 10 sales a day each, and you make that much money. So why isn't everyone else doing this? They're still trying to figure out why their website traffic tanked or why their AdSense account got shut down. Caught up in the outdated my own website mentality, and you can't just throw products up on Amazon and hope. So here's the second free prize time. So Jason, if you can unmute yourself, then it's just going to be just like the last one. I'm going to ask a question about some content that I just covered. First person to type into the correct answer is going to get a $20 Amazon gift card.
All right, I am unmuted. And actually, before you do that, just to let everyone know, getting lots of questions, I'm flagging the questions in the Q&A section, and we will be answering those in the Q&A time period. So I just want to let you know I'm answering some of them, but the ones that I think are questions that other people will want to know, I'm flagging them, and we will cover those in the question and answer period. So yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Jason. So here's the question. In the Kindle sales strategy, I said you need to do what to your 3 books so that buyers of each book buy the other books in your series?
Rob Carcello. Congratulations, Rob Carcello. The answer is link. You want to link the books together. So congratulations, Rob. And all right, carry on, Matt.
Congratulations, Rob. And so, Q&A reminder plus special announcement. There's going to be a Q&A session at the end of this webinar. Like Jason mentioned, feel free to start typing those questions away in the Q&A box. I know you're probably coming up with a lot of stuff while I'm going through this, lots and lots of content here. So feel free to start typing questions away, and we'll get to those in a few minutes in the Q&A. Ask any question you want about Amazon Kindle, anything I've covered, anything you've thought about, any opportunities you're thinking about. Ask away, and I will answer. And we're going to be giving away 2 more prizes during the Q&A. Those are surprise prizes. We're going to be giving those away during the question and answer session, so you're definitely going to want to stick around so you can win those and get all the information that's not covered in the webinar. So how to make money with Amazon. First off, you can sell Kindle books and generate money and lots of leads fast. You can sell products on Amazon and use FBA or Fulfillment by Amazon for automatic income. And then you can promote your products using a tested and proven system. So I know what you're going through. You're tired of getting slammed around by Google. I was. Feeling like all your hard work is at risk with every update Google seems to do every week now. Fed up with the uncertainty of your online business. Believe me, life is much better when you don't have to worry and your finances are certain. So how do you create financial certainty in your business? Never have to worry about another Google update again. Make more profits with less time and effort. You don't do it by trying to re-engineer Google's algorithms and hoping they don't do another update. Relying on the outdated My Own Website sales model that's dead in the new online Walmart era when consumers prefer to buy from big online retailers, not mom-and-pop sites. You don't do it by basing your financial future on hyper-competitive affiliate marketing and only making pennies on the dollar per sale. You do create a fast-growing, profitable business by tapping into the world's largest online retailer that loves to pay you to sell millions of different products to its millions of loyal customers. Getting paid to put your content and personal brand on Amazon Kindle in front of everyone with an iPhone, iPad, and even any computer, all who are dying to give you money with one click. Making $3,000, $5,000, or even $30,000 or more a month with a single product and not having to worry about customer service, shipping, or traffic because all of them are completely automatic and hands-off for you. So the Google myth. Myth is Google is the best place to get customers. Truth is people are on Google to search. People are on Amazon to buy. Which would you rather have, searchers or buyers? So the best online cash machine. You can have thousands of dollars getting deposited into your bank account every 14 days. Here's that $47,000 14-day payout I mentioned at the beginning. A never-ending source of traffic that brings you buyers and guarantees you make money because you only pay when you get sales. A stable, reliable, profit-generating business that isn't dependent on hoping that Google likes what you're doing. By now, I know you're probably thinking, I understand that I can no longer depend on Google for my financial livelihood and that there is no bigger, more direct source of buyers than Amazon. But how do I do it? How do I create a business that generates thousands of dollars a month automatically using Amazon? I want to teach you all of my secrets that I used to make $100,000 a month on Amazon. My step-by-step system for making any Kindle book a bestseller in 24 hours or less. The arsenal of top-secret promotional tactics you can use to take any product to the top of Amazon and create an instant, never-ending automatic cash machine. The system you'll get access to took 4 months to put together, 55 beta testers, and tens of thousands of dollars to make it the absolute best, most advanced system for making money fast on Amazon. Here's a quote from a member. I took action the minute I got access to Matt's course, and within a couple of days, I made $3,499.43 in sales and $2,842.24 in profit. This stuff works. Thank you. Here's a screenshot of that person's account. As you can see, bottom right, $3,499 in sales. This is another member. I published my first series of Kindle books using Matt's strategies. When I checked the number of downloads after 2 days, I was stunned to find that the total downloads was 32,343. This is so much fun. From what I have learned here, I have generated over 4,000 unit sales since July, all of my own private label products. I'm selling over 300 items a day now. I hope to push that to 500 plus within 2 weeks. You get access to 9 powerful modules, including 65 how-to videos covering how to get paid to get customers using Kindle, how to create a hands-off business with drop shipping, how to rake in the cash with private labeling, and how to get your products flooded with sales using tested and proven promotion secrets. And you get the magic bullet for making money on Amazon, called the Amazon Money Finder software. So there are over 30,000 different markets on Amazon you can possibly jump into. There are over 1 million different products. A lot of people ask, how do I get started? How do I find a product? And that sort of thing. Best thing to do, find an opportunity that people are already buying on Amazon and then tap into that. It's simple to find the product once you find the opportunity. So this software points you directly to the biggest and best hidden opportunities on Amazon. What I did with this is I had a very, very good team of developers create a piece of software using a proprietary algorithm called the Niche Opportunity Score that basically pulls out all the characteristics of the biggest opportunity products on Amazon, including low competition, high sales volume, the right price where you can make the most amount of money, and it sort of tracks that for every single product on Amazon. So all you do is run this tool for a category or keyword, click Sort by NOS, there's your biggest opportunities on Amazon. It's literally that easy. We have a member who is actually, I've invited to a private mastermind because he's doing so well on Amazon that he's literally clearing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on Amazon and, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars plus in profit. I can't reveal a whole lot of information to protect his privacy. That's what he's asked me to do. But believe me, he's blowing me out of the water, and I'm very, very proud to say that. What he did, ran the software, picked the product, ran with it. He's doing extremely well. So this is all 100% ready-to-use strategies and systems. As you can see, here's a screenshot of the members area. Everything's in there. Everything's ready to go. You can go through it as fast as you want, or, you know, take your time and go through it step by step, or you can go through it as fast as you want to get his value out as quickly as possible. It's not one of those things that's dripped out to you. You'll learn how to pick out instant cash-making opportunities on Amazon that their millions of customers have already shown they are looking for. How to create Kindle best-selling books from scratch that generate up to $2,000 or more per month each completely automatically. How to piggyback off established products on Amazon to start generating sales for you in less than an hour. These strategies and systems flat out get results. As you can see, that top screenshot, $47,000 14-day payout. Bottom left screenshot, over 700 units sold in a single day of a book that only costs $50 outsourced. Bottom screenshot, top 100 paid books, all of Kindle. Bottom right, #1 best-selling book on Kindle, multiple categories. So what you can get on this webinar. First off, you get the full-blown Kindle module. This can be used to make money in and of itself, or it can be used to generate a massive customer list extremely fast. This thing valued at a minimum of $9.97. As a course owner, a course creator, I have access to just about every other Kindle course out there, even ones that cost as much as $2,000. Believe me, this blows them out of the water. Second, you get the full-blown dropshipping module, telling how that business model works, how to use it with Amazon. You get that included. You get the full-blown private label module, teaching you, this is, in my opinion, where the biggest money is, selling private label products. You get the promotion module. Everything I know about promoting products on Amazon is included there. You get the Amazon Money Finder software. You get access to the private members community where you get to learn and interact with people that are already doing extremely well on Amazon. You get the monthly niche reports where I'm hand-picking out opportunities for you and literally sending them to you. And then you also get the master strategy system, which basically tells you how to go from wherever you are to doing extremely well on Amazon, making lots of money on Amazon. That's valued at a minimum of $4,997 because whenever somebody comes to me and wants to pay me $5,000 plus for Amazon consulting, literally all I do, walk them through that system because that can apply to any sort of business. And you also get the 1,876 Money Niches database. I had a team of staff members run the Amazon Money Finder software for 3 days straight and handpick out the best opportunities in a bunch of different markets on Amazon. You get all of that instantly. So everything I just mentioned, $9,479 plus $294 per month. But on this webinar, forget that. One time, $997 plus nothing per month. So this is all backed by a 60-day, 100%, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. And as a webinar-only bonus, this is not something available anywhere else, literally only during this live webinar. If you apply the system, if you try selling any sort of product, doesn't matter if it's a Kindle book, physical product, a mobile app, you try it on Amazon. If you don't make at least $3,000 profit in the next 60 days, I'll give you a 100% refund, so there's zero risk. And from my personal Amazon account that I use to buy stuff and ship it to myself, I'll give you a $200 Amazon gift card sent personally to you. Another live webinar-only bonus, you get access to the past 12 weeks of private group coaching calls, valued at a minimum of $397. This was a special bonus we had when we first launched this course that was only available to a couple hundred people. What this is we did calls with experts from e-commerce, outsourcing, secret Kindle formatting tricks, much, much more, and basically hammered away, asked them questions. This stuff is not included anywhere else in the course, and the only way you get access to it is signing up on this live webinar. Once again, ilovethisoffer.com/AZ. You also get, for signing up on the live webinar, an exclusive bonus, which is a private mastermind call between James Jones and Matt Clark. So Jason actually mentioned, the other Jason, the one who's hosting this, actually mentioned James Jones, which is pretty cool. James is a great guy. What he is an absolute Kindle expert. I know Kindle very well, but we have different angles we use Kindle for. James Jones is a madman when it comes to testing things out on Kindle, and he actually has a private coaching group that he teaches his most elite stuff about Kindle. So all I did was get on a phone with him. I said, hey, James, I'd like to interview you for 45 minutes. So we did a cross interview. This is him, just literally him and I, revealing our biggest and best secrets about Amazon. He revealed the #1 Kindle promotion trick working right now. This is not available anywhere else. You couldn't get access to this anywhere, but believe me, it's absolutely killer. I've started using it in my own business, but it's available for any market out there. You get the 3 different ways to create profitable Kindle books fast, not in the course, and you get the secret to finding and selling private label supplements on Amazon. So sign up right now. Type this URL into your browser, ilovethisoffer.com/AZ, and claim your membership and all the bonuses now. So what happens if you wait? First off, you can keep hoping that Google doesn't kill your business, which they likely will if you're depending on them for anything. You miss out on the biggest opportunity online. Jason has actually been, my business partner, Jason, I'm sure the other guys too, has actually been running online businesses longer than me. They're experts in a lot of different subjects. I just happen to be an expert in Amazon because I've done a lot on there. But Jason was telling me that, this is he was doing SEO and affiliate marketing years and years ago, and he's telling me, this opportunity that he's doing on Amazon right now that I've been tapping into, he said it's like doing SEO where you could just do extremely easy stuff if you know what you're doing and you move fast. You can get huge paydays and make a lot of money on Amazon. It's like that opportunity there was with SEO 10 years ago, right now on Amazon. And you missed the chance to get all the live webinar-only bonuses. So we're also offering a new easy payment plan. If you've already gone over to the URL, ilovethisoffer.com/AZ, you've likely already seen it. So you get $9,479 of the best information on Amazon and all the live webinar-only bonuses for only 4 payments of $277. How to get full access now? First, you go to ilovethisoffer.com/AZ. You'll choose an option. Then you're going to check out using the secure checkout process. Third, after you check out, you're going to click the complete order button. Then you'll be instantly emailed your login details for the course. So all you do is going to open that email, click the link, and you'll be logged into the course, into the secure members area. Then you're going to want to first click the intro link and watch the intro video and access the master checklist PDF, which is going to walk you through everything step by step about how to get value out of this absolutely incredibly fast. That's what this whole program is about. It's not to regurgitate information. It's none of that sort of stuff. It's to get you results as fast as possible. And 6, you're going to follow the checklist and be on your way to making money with a powerful, proven Amazon and Kindle cash-generating system. How to access that bonus I mentioned with James Jones, you're just going to click the bonus drop down, click coaching call recordings, and you'll see it right there. So we're going to open this up for Q&A. Last time I'm going to recap this. Type this URL into your browser, ilovethisoffer.com/AZ. Claim your membership, all the webinar-only bonuses, including Kindle module, private label module, dropshipping module, Amazon Money Finder software, access to the private community, master strategy system, access to the past 12 weeks of private group coaching calls, my 60-day personal profit guarantee. Remember, that's only available on this webinar. And remember, the entire program is backed by a 60-day, no questions asked guarantee, so there's absolutely zero risk for giving this a try. So we're going to open this up for Q&A. Jason might have a few comments, but we're getting ready to open this up and fire away with questions.
Right on. We have loads of questions. Awesome, awesome questions. And this is Jason Katzenbach, not Jason Flanagan. Yeah, I'm not sure if I just said your name right. Fladlin, I believe it is. This is awesome information that you've been given, and I truly am succeeding on this. I can't express enough how passionate I've become with this topic. Like I said in the beginning, I started doing full-time online. I used to work for a company called Weyerhaeuser. Then I went full-time in 2005 and have had a seven-figure business every year since then. And it's always been focused on things like affiliate marketing and providing training and tools and all that. This is the first time I've dramatically changed the direction of my business, and I don't see any turning back. Amazon is an absolute blast to work with right now. If you already have experience with SEO, with building blogs, with promoting things, this will come very natural. There's a lot of similarity with it. You'll be able to, promote things. You'll already be ahead of the game. And the really cool thing here that I love is, first of all, the market that I'm making most of my money in is a very competitive market, but it's because of the strategies that Matt shows, because of the tools that we've created, that I'm able to beat out the majority of people. It's kind of like why the really good SEO people are able to rank well while everyone else isn't, because they don't know what they're doing. And the cool thing is, though, a lot of people are happy because it's not like Google, where if you're not the top product, if you're not the top ranking in Google, you don't get any traffic. That does not at all relate to Amazon. You do not have to be the top ranked product. There are so many different ways traffic finds your product in Amazon that, I even have products that are ranked like less than the top 100 in their category that are still netting like $50 a day. It's just incredible, and it is pure buyers. You're averaging about a 25% conversion rate. Now, that's just given from the estimates that Amazon gives you, but you convert at about 25% on a page, where that's a product being bought. That means for the amount of times the page is shown versus how many conversions, you're selling about 25%. So the more traffic you can send to that page, obviously the better. Now, this is a little pause time, too, in case they need to remove this. I want to just hit really quickly on that bonus that Matt talked about, the 20 spots for the 30-minute one-on-one. When you heard Matt say that I asked him his advice, that's kind of a watered-down version of the story. Actually, what happened was I did all my due diligence, and I went through and I came up with a plan of what I wanted to do. I then got a hold of Matt on Skype, because we talk every day for different things, and I said, this is what I want to do. What do you think? Well, Matt basically scrapped that idea and said, I would actually rather you do this than that, because I think there's more of an opportunity here. I mean, right away, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, so I ran with it, and that one thing that Matt's telling me is making up about 70% of my $1,000 net daily, and that's daily, not monthly. I saw someone mention that. That's $1,000 net daily. So what I recommend is anyone that's taken us up on that is, here's what you do. You take the course, you go through the course, and you get a plan together of exactly what you're going to roll out on. Then you contact support and you say, I want to talk to Matt. They book you your half-hour section, and you go through that half hour and let Matt rip everything apart, and I'm telling you, the value you will get from that is absolutely insane. It will make you, obviously I have to throw a disclaimer in here. It depends on how much effort you put in and all that, but it'll so be worth it. It's a fantastic bonus. You never see people like this offer these kind of bonuses where you'll actually, and this is what Matt does. Matt is an Amazon seller. It's not like he's a blogger and does all these other things. No, he focuses on selling on Amazon. So that's where his specialty is. Now, I do have a little bit of bad news, though. We are past. Matt, are you willing to donate a couple more of those 20-minute or 30-minute sessions, because we've blown past the initial 20?
That's pretty fast. That's great. Yeah, let's open a few more spots up. So anybody who's sort of sitting there wondering, like, I wonder if I'll get the one-on-one bonus thing. Go ahead, jump in there right now, and I will make sure that you get covered. And for those of you all who've already joined, I welcome you. I am very, very excited to see you inside of the course. I'm sure I'll be interacting with you very, very shortly. But whenever you want to take advantage of the one-on-one thing, which is what we're talking about right now, I recommend you go through the material so you have an understanding. You can ask some good, valuable questions, not basic stuff that's kind of going to waste your time because it's covered in the course. I would wait till you have gone through the course, but then all you have to do is submit a support ticket. All that's very clear inside the course. You just go to support.azmoneymachine.com. So all you do is go there, and then you can just request a one-on-one with me. It's literally that easy. So we're going to open up a few more spots for that right now, I guess. So anybody who's sort of sitting on the fence, wondering whether or not you should do it, go ahead, jump in there right now, and we'll make sure to get you covered.
Okay, so we got lots of questions here. First question that I've got so many flagged here is, why are you sharing this information? Are you not creating competition for yourself?
Yeah, it's a great question. We get that one all the time, actually, and I don't blame anybody for asking that, because a lot of them, people will come out here and create, online courses and that kind of thing. It's like some one little tiny opportunity that they've tapped into, and it would be closed the next day. Kind of like with a lot of SEO stuff, honestly. I mean, not as much anymore. I mean, I don't follow that anymore. I don't need to because I sell on Amazon. But with a lot of SEO stuff in the past, there'd be some little loophole that people would discover, go and create this massive course about it, and then, by the time anybody actually gets in there, and literally a lot of times before then, the opportunity had already closed up. That's not the case with this at all. The reason I'm not worried about revealing it, even though this stuff works extremely well, remember, can't reveal the people's information, but there are people, especially one individual in particular. We created a survey. There's lots of people doing extremely well, thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars a month on Amazon, but one individual in particular doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on Amazon. And he basically tapped into an opportunity that other people are in, but it didn't really matter because there are so many different products to be sold on Amazon. So I personally am not worried about competition whatsoever. Even if you and I were in the same category, we're likely not going to be selling the same product, because remember, there's millions of different products. We first have to find each other in 30,000 different categories. So I'm not worried about competition at all. That's a big reason, because it's not like I wanted to create this training course and say, okay, I'm done with Amazon, which I guess, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, but I guess that's what a lot of people unfortunately do, is they'll create a course about it and then they'll sort of be, selling the course and no longer doing the real work. So how do you keep learning from somebody if they're no longer in the business, neck deep in the opportunity themselves, which I still am. I'm constantly interacting with Jason about the opportunity, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm in this opportunity myself because I'm not worried about competition. I'll reveal everything I possibly do to you, and we'll never find each other. We'll just continually help each other succeed, which is the other big reason why this thing is so valuable. Creating a course like that obviously is an income stream in and of itself. I highly recommend you diversify and have different income streams. But aside from that, it's a big opportunity, and the biggest one I've ever done, because it's the first time I've ever done anything like this, to meet other successful people online and help them grow. It's been an amazing experience. We've met all kinds of people. I have private masterminds because of this course. I really probably would have never got this much involved with Jason himself if it wasn't for this course. So it's just a great opportunity, lots of different reasons, but it's really not hurting my business at all. It's actually helping my business, believe it or not.
And, one of the things that I have to admit is which I find awesome, is that Matt is not, when I say not proudful, I mean like he's not bullheaded proudful. He is very willing to admit that he doesn't know everything. He just knows. I mean, when you're signing up for this course, you're learning how Matt has made his millions. And when I say millions, he has, because it's been about 3 years now, and he's made over $3 million. And it's just growing and growing and growing. And he shares what he has, but the cool thing is with the community, we're always sharing with each other, and the amount of change that's happening with Amazon, we're able to keep up with it and surpass it because we have so many people testing different things, willing to share. There's not a sense of competition. It's camaraderie where we really work together and really try to help each other, and it's awesome. And there are people that are just, and like Matt said, you know, the guy that he's talking about, that's like the Cinderella story where we were talking to him. It was that Monday or Tuesday, Matt, where we
there's actually a private mastermind thing, so it's Tuesdays.
Tuesday, that's right. And he's selling over 500 units a day, and he's making about $10 to $15 per unit. So you do the math. I mean, it's insane money, and that's what he's netting. You know, when you're netting, you know, $250,000 a month. And to be honest with you, he's the main reason that really got me to refocus and say, okay, I'm doing this now. Because I run my own business, I have different membership sites, and it's hard to focus. And I hear people on here saying, when will you have time? I have 2 kids, a wife, I have lots of activities, I have a full-time, even though I work from home, I have a full-time business that I run. You have to make time. And people might say, oh, whatever. You know what? I go sometimes on 5, 6 hours sleep if I know that I have to stay up an extra few hours to be able to put something in. It's your dedication towards it, and I'm being sincere. If you want to succeed at something, you look at it and say, okay, I've got a 60-day window. I'm going to give it shit on this. I'm going to, you know, spend 2 hours every day doing this. If it means that I have to, you know, my partner has to go to bed and I get back up out of bed and do this, I'm going to be a little bit tired. I'm going to work extra on weekends. You just got to be dedicated to it, and I promise you will pay dividends in the end. Now, we got lots more questions. I'm going to get to those in a quick minute. I just wanted to show you in the comment section there, I put that screenshot. So if you want to check the chat, you can click that link. It'll open up the screenshot. Now, what that screenshot shows is from the November 7th to the November 14th. So that's only 7 days, and you can see, and approximately 55% of that is net revenue. So in 7 days, I've net over $7,000. So you can see the proof right there, and this is just growing and growing. So I don't know what else to show you for proof, but that's
I want to jump in here and tell people one thing that I've just been sort of thinking about. I normally don't say this, but it's something that's, you know, really have to drill home to people's heads, is that Jason, you know, he's been doing this online marketing thing for a while. He has a massive email list because he's created lots of good products in that space and all that kind of thing. But he didn't need to. He was complete. He never sold any sort of physical products before, never sold on Amazon before. He didn't leverage any of those kind of things to do well on Amazon, and that's the case with just about everybody who starts out on Amazon. It's not like with a lot of these products out there, I'm not going to name any names or anything like that, but a lot of these big products out there that you have to, like, they don't ever say it, but you either have to have a bunch of money to get started or a big email list, or else, you know, your success is going to be 10 times as hard. Pretty much everybody getting started on Amazon, you don't need anything. You know, you may, if you want to buy a little bit of inventory, maybe, you know, a couple $100, that's really it. Other than that, you can literally get started from scratch. I don't know many other businesses online where you can actually do that sort of thing, build a customer list in the process while making money. It's not like you have to hold out for a year while you're doing all this work and not getting anything out of it. And it's not like you have to have a big customer list or anything like that to get started. You can literally get started from scratch. And that's how I got started on Amazon. That's how everybody who I know who's done extremely well, including Jason, including the guy we were talking about, all literally started from scratch with no sort of asset to use to promote Amazon products or anything like that. So that's one thing that really need to think in your head, and it's kind of hard to stress that enough because that's generally not the case with just about any other business out there.
And that's a good point. Like that screenshot you're showing, that's for physical product sales. And, you know, there was a popular Kindle product that was sold this summer where someone showed, you know, how many downloads they got. Well, they failed to mention that they emailed their list to sell that. This is physical products. This has nothing to do with internet marketing products. I mean, I don't even know if you could sell internet marketing products on Amazon if there is anything like that. And this is just purely for me being able to tap into the Amazon traffic, and then also using my SEO expertise to be able to drive other traffic to it. So, all right, so let's move on here. Karen Stewart asked, how did you learn this model, Matt?
Lots of hard work, lots of stress, actually. The reason that is because I got started on Amazon. We've done a few of these webinars in the past. I mean, we launched this course in April, and so we've done some other webinars. And I used to have this long thing in there. I just don't really particularly like talking about myself a whole lot because most people are here to learn stuff, not hear my life story. But just to give you a 2-second version of that, when I first got started on Amazon, I started out with products that I was already selling on my e-commerce store. And then I started basically, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I don't have to, it's not a cost per click thing. So I don't have to manage a 10,000 product Google AdWords account, which believe me, at one point I was doing is the worst thing ever. But I was like, wait a minute. All I have to do is get these products added to Amazon. And then whenever they sell, I just have my dropshipper fulfill them. If they don't sell, then I don't worry about them. So I was like, wait a minute. So I was like, it sort of light bulb went off in my head, not kind of a dark light bulb actually. It was that I was like, wait a minute. If I just have like, some of my overseas staff or hire some overseas staff, have them add every product I have access to under the sun to Amazon, then I'll just make all kinds of money. Because all I do, if they don't sell, it just sits there. If they do sell, I just send them to the dropshipper. Well, I did that. Added about 12,000 products to Amazon. And I believe it was 6 weeks. I had 6 outsourcers working full-time, adding 12,000 products to Amazon. A little bit of a problem with that. Sales started going up, obviously, but the dropshipper I was using at the time wasn't that reliable. That's why you need, whenever you find a new supplier, start slow. That dropshipper wasn't very reliable, so what happened is that I started having orders that were getting messed up, not fulfilled, and it caused a lot of trouble with my Amazon business. So I was like, okay, that's way too much work. I was like, I don't want to have to sell 5 million different products on Amazon. Started testing out, looking at some different opportunities on Amazon, and this is where the light bulb really went off, the good one, was that you can sell literally one product on Amazon, put your focus in that one product, make more than a full-time income. So I started selling one product on Amazon, doing all the promotion stuff that I learned the hard way, just through testing and all that sort of stuff, documenting. Started selling one product that once I really got it working, it kind of took off. And then when that happened, I doubled my entire e-commerce business's daily sales that I had built up over about 2 years, doubled that in 1 week with that one product. That's what you're dealing with on Amazon. You're no longer fighting tooth and nail for SEO. All you're doing is tapping into an opportunity that are there just sitting there in front of your face. I'm not, I don't get paid by Amazon directly other than selling stuff on there, so it's not like they're like I'm their spokesperson, but I mean, it just sort of is what it is. I mean, that's how it got started, and then so it went from a lot of products to one product, and I obviously sell more than that now, but you can do very, very well with a limited number of products. So, sort of learned it the hard way, but then just sort of kept moving, kept documenting, kept testing, and that's what this entire system is all about.
Got a great question that came up saying, I thought you got paid every 60 days. Jason, what was your previous balance? I'm actually going in right now and taking a new screenshot. I don't know why I blocked out previous balance. There's only $388 that it says there. The 60-day, just to clarify, with Kindle, it's 60 days. So Kindle and Seller, they're two totally separate entities within Amazon. It's the same as the Associates program. This has nothing to do with the Affiliate Associates program. And you need to create an account at each service each time. So as a Kindle seller, when you first start selling books, it takes 60 days to receive your first payment. And your first payment is from 60 days ago. Then after that, it's every 30 days you get a payment. This is again Kindle, but it's again 60 days prior. So it takes 60 days to get your first payment, and then it's every 30 days, but it's still for a 60-day prior period. With the seller account, it's completely different. It's every 2 weeks no matter what. So I'm going to show you this new screenshot here. I'm going to take, the numbers have changed because I've made more sales, so now it's up to $14,963.56. But you'll see that the previous balance was only $388.10. And I'll get that up there in just a sec. Well, I don't even know. Do I need to bother doing that? But it's every 2 weeks. And the cool thing is, what's really nice about that for me, so for example, and this is just something to keep in the back of your mind, if you have a little bit of room on your credit card, this is what you're going to want to do. It doesn't cost very much at all. You can start sometimes with just 10 or 12 products that you can get private label to be able to do. But then once things start ramping up, Well, then, if you start selling really quick, you order more products on your credit card. But the cool thing is you get paid in 2 weeks. So you can pay that off in your credit card in only 2 weeks, which means absolutely no interest, because if you paid before the 30-day period, you get no interest on credit cards, and you earn all those points on your credit card. So, I mean, I'm starting to earn points like crazy. I mean, I just put like $20,000 because I just ordered a bunch more stuff on my credit card. So I'm going to be able to do that every few weeks now, and I'm getting major bonus points. So it's a beautiful business model. It really is. But I just want to clarify the difference between the 30-day and the 2-week for the payments, because they're very different. This is from Carol Lormier, is it just products, or can services be sold using this model?
Hi, Carol. I mean, Amazon is built to sell products. That's what they sell. But one thing that I mentioned is that if you're in a service business, you are out there trying to get clients who want to get your services, you want to know the absolute best way to have clients start coming to you as opposed to you having to go to them. You go out there, create a Kindle book, a decent Kindle book, put your name on it, put your face on there if you want, then publish it on Kindle, do this promotion system, take a screenshot when you're a bestseller. All of a sudden, you get lots of clients, and if nothing else, the ones that are already coming to your website or wherever you're marketing your services, all of a sudden, those people are going to want to do business with you and want to use you because you're now a published author, and you're no longer some mystery person that they're hoping doesn't, steal their money or at worst, waste their time. So now you're a published author, and you have tons and tons of credibility, and you did it all using this system. So it's a great thing for a service business. A lot of people we get are sort of, online marketing. They sort of just want to make money with this model. But if that's your kind of business, believe me, it can work extremely well for you just for that reason.
All right. Next question. Can you do this? This is from Sam. Can you do this from Australia?
Yes, we have quite a few members from Australia. With Amazon, to sell on Amazon.com, you need a bank account in the U.S., France, Germany, the U.K., and Austria, for whatever reason. But we have it covered about how you can basically get an account set up to sell on Amazon.com from just about any country. We have people from Australia, New Zealand, China, India, Trinidad and Tobago, Brazil, Canada, just about everywhere. I mean, we've definitely got you covered. I mean, as far as running the business from any location, my wife and I are actually about to move to southern France in about a month here. What is this, November 14th? Yeah, we're moving December 18th. So I'm going to be running it from there. It will not interrupt or affect my business whatsoever. So.
Awesome. And yes, I am jealous of Matt for being able to do that, but it's not that I can't do it. That's the one thing with this online lifestyle. I spent a month last year in Thailand, my wife and I, but we do have kids. We're stuck where we are. So I am jealous, Matt. You deserve it, buddy. All right, so next question from Teresa Miller. I'm confused because some of my writer clients have had reviews deleted for using links to their own books in their reviews. I'm just going to say something about that, then I'll let Matt speak. It depends on how you're doing it and how aggressive you're doing it and how reviews are done in general. If you're not offering value in your review, then there's a chance it'll get deleted. You need to remember that if you're going to put a link in a review to your product, you better damn well make sure that it's going to be a worthwhile review that the person's going to want to keep on their site. First of all, like when you put the ASIN number, if you remember, I mean, I don't even need to get into that. Basically, when it automatically hyperlinks, it'll put the whole title in the hyperlink. Well, you can edit that so that it puts less. You don't want it being glaringly obvious for anybody on the page who'll click this link, but you write a really good review that sounds like really true. Hopefully it is true, and you can do it that way. And the other thing is it depends on whose accounts are. Fiverr jobs used to be really popular with doing reviews on Amazon. Those are getting turfed left and right, thrown away left and right, because Amazon is really coming down hard on those kind of things. So reviews, you can still do them and they still work, but Amazon really wants to make sure people are doing it right and doing quality work. So make sure, like for example, if it's a Kindle book you see that's a top seller and you want to do a review on it, you might want to buy the product and actually review it legitimately. it makes a world of difference to do that. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that for everything, but for example, if you have a health product that you're selling, look around your house and find different health products that you have. And then, do a review on that product. And another thing, like if you can do a video review, even better, because show that you have the product, and those reviews really have a lot of power. So anyway, not steal your thunder, Matt. I don't know if you have anything you want to add.
No. I mean, that's the cool thing about this is like when we first got started, Jason had never been on Amazon before. So like, it was just, I was the content guy. He was the guy sort of making everything work. But now, I mean, he's doing extremely well on this. So it's cool to be able to hear from, him and that sort of thing. But, with the review thing, like you just mentioned, I mean, there's two ways of doing it. One way is you go write a review of a product that's completely like, comment spam on a blog where you're like, hey, go click here for this product. It's like, how does that add any value to that product? That product owner is going to be like, what the heck? I don't want this on my product page. I don't want somebody to be stealing my traffic. So they're going to go report the review. It'll be removed, probably within a day. But if you go write a review, a good, valuable review, you're like, yeah, man, I really like this product. It's you touch on some very specific points of the product or book or whatever it is that you're reviewing. And then if you put that, like, there's you can even say that you own this other product or that you wrote this other book, or that, you could say, like, Matt Clark, author of whatever the book name is, that's the part that's hyperlinked, and then you write all the rest of the review. That sort of thing actually adds value, and it's okay to put a link in at that point because that's helping sell their product. They're not going to mind that, some percentage of people go over and click off and go over your product, hopefully buy both of them together. So it's just two different standpoints because you kind of have to manage a couple of things. One is getting the Amazon to approve the review, which is generally pretty easy, but the other thing is you got real people on the other end. You don't want to be sabotaging their products. That's not what I recommend at all. That's why one of those bullet points on that slide was write a good, valuable review, because that's how you get them to stick. That's how you're giving value all the way around, and that honestly is how you're going to get more sales to your own product.
The next question from Brian William, and just to let you know, guys, like we've got another 20 minutes. We're going to go through as many questions as we can, but we got a lot of questions here. We're already over by about 10 minutes, but we definitely will stick around another 20 minutes and try to answer as many of these as possible. All right, so Matt, if you're using your own product, don't you have to have the product fulfillment headaches to deal with?
No, that's the whole benefit of using Fulfillment by Amazon is that when I was running my e-commerce business and really ramping everything up before I discovered FBA, I was ramping everything up, and I had an office, and I had multiple employees, and was actually shipping everything. I was doing a lot of drop shipping, but I was still shipping at one point, I think a maximum of like 30 products out of my office, having my staff do it. So, I was doing all that, and I actually have like a little story that I never really tell, but I was telling Jason, is at one point when that one product started blowing up on Amazon, is I remember sitting there in my office with my staff members. I actually had my wife, she was working a full-time job at the time, would come over and help me after work because I was getting so many orders from Amazon that I was like scrambling, trying to package these things up. I was trying to run a business. My employees, they'd go home at 5. I'd be sitting there afterwards, like, packaging up orders, and again, sorry, somebody just called in, I guess, but I'd be sitting there packaging up orders again and again, having boxes all the way around the office. Like the USPS people had no idea what to do with us. We had to have some special arrangement. It was a pretty nuts thing. When you use FBA, you don't have to worry about any of that. Your entire business is literally you call your supplier, tell them to send the box of inventory to Amazon. Amazon takes care of everything else. There's no shipping stuff out. There's no holding inventory. There's no buying shipping supplies. Trying to keep that stuff in stock is a whole other inventory issue. None of that sort of stuff. You just send the inventory to Amazon. Amazon takes care of everything else. Believe me, everything else. That's
and it's actually almost surprisingly crazy easy. One of the strategies I do is, well, that I did with this anyway, is I order a small amount, and instead of doing fulfillment by Amazon, I use one of the manufacturers for this specific product. They actually do fulfillment too. It costs a lot more to use them, and it's also a little bit more of a headache. Not a lot, but what happens is you put the inventory in Amazon and everything, and then when it sells, they tell you, okay, ship. So then you put a little spreadsheet together and you send it to the manufacturer once a day, and they ship it out, and they give you a tracking number, and you have to come back in, enter the tracking number, and you're responsible if the person says, oh, I want to return this or I want to cancel my order. You have to do all that stuff. It's not a lot of hard work. Honestly, I mean, it's, you know, it doesn't take that much. It's still a lot of repetitive kind of annoying tasks. Well, once this product started taking off and I threw it into FBA, I'm sitting there looking and it's like, okay, now what do I do? You literally do nothing. What you need to watch for is that your inventory doesn't run out, which mine did, and it's impossible to keep up with right now. That's why I had to order $20,000 worth of inventory, because it's just selling out so quick. But FBA takes care of absolutely everything. It is such a beautiful thing. And for any of you that are already selling products online and already have warehouses or already have like drop shipping connections, this, in my opinion, is an absolute no-brainer. You want to start selling on Amazon. The amount of traffic Amazon gets is insane all by itself, plus the fact that it converts so high because the traffic there are buyers. And don't think, oh, it'll take away business from my website. No, it'll only add business. Believe me, it's absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so how do you determine, this is from Tucent Mirix. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I tried my best there. How do you determine what products to promote? I'm not clear on topic selection.
So what products to promote? So basically what products you want to sell. Or in the case of Kindle books, what Kindle books you want to write. The answer is the same. The way that, like, I'm sure, like, I would imagine, like, Jason and Will have obviously figured this out themselves. They may have even taught you all this already. But a lot of times you have to be reminded of stuff, because what a lot of people want to do, you know, as humans, we are very creative in nature. We want to go out there and create stuff. We want to think of this great idea, go put it out there, and we just know it's going to work well. In business and on Amazon, your better bet, your more guaranteed way to make money is find an opportunity that's already working, meaning find a product that's already selling well. Find a book topic that's already selling well. No matter what it is, find something that's already working well, tap into that. You tap into that by finding something that's working well, go doing a Google search for that product name and supplier, or that product name and wholesale, or you'll get your own book created, whatever your model you're pursuing, and then that's a much better way. A lot of people go around it backwards. They're like, oh, how do I find a supplier? So they go out there and find some crazy drop shipper that has 5 million different products, and they go, okay, now what do I do with all these products? That's the backwards way. Find the opportunity, getting the product is the easy part.
Hey, Jason, and I just wanted to pipe in here and say something before you take on the next question, if I could.
Yep.
Yeah, by the way, thank you, Matt, and thank you, Jason. Such good content, and obviously tons of people. You're not kidding about the first 20 spots going almost before you were out of breath on that. I want to weigh in with two things. The first thing, and this is where all my most successful students and customers come from, is they don't think for themselves necessarily outside of the box. They just listen and take the advice and follow it step by step. And having been through the course myself, and I know very little about some of the stuff that Matt and Jason have developed before I looked it over, because I'm not an expert in it. I just follow their advice. One step, this step, that step. So if he says promote these types of offers, I will do that. If he says do this over here, I will do that. Then after I start making some money, that's when I might want to decide to innovate and be like, ooh, maybe there's something that I can do to surpass these guys. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that happened. Don't you have a student right now who actually makes more money than you do?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I was blown away when I heard that. I was like, wow. But it's awesome. I mean,
he's going to have another one very soon, too.
yeah, Jason, we've got a little healthy competition going on. But, yeah, I mean, we definitely do. And he did exactly what you just said. I mean, he was like, okay, I went through the course. I'm going to do exactly what he said. I found an opportunity that met the criteria of what he said is a good opportunity. Then he ran with it. That's literally it. And he just, sort of applied the system. I mean, it really was as simple as that for him. So, yeah, you're definitely correct.
Guys, Matt, I hate to put you on a spot. I'm very impressed with the people, Jason, that you guys have on this call. This is, I would say, one or two. I have to admit, the John Jones, their webinar was really good, too. But I'm having to admit that I think your guys are actually more involved. I'm getting way more questions, way more interactivity. We've surpassed the 20 bonus, Matt. Are you willing to let's throw in 5 more? I hate to do it to you, man, but I think, like these people, they seem hungry.
Yeah, I mean, normally we don't ever extend that. That's why I do the whole, I'm not faking or anything like that. We normally actually literally pause the thing so they can cut all this out. So they're going to have their work cut out for them because this is not like a replay bonus or anything like that. So, I mean, if we were getting that kind of involvement, that kind of thing, I mean, we'll open up a few more spots, which, let's say, another 5 or so, that like if you literally are still sitting on the fence, sign up right now and you will get that extra bonus. Once again, I recommend you go and take advantage of what's in the course. Then whenever you're ready and you have some opportunities in mind, reach out to me and I will help you out for that 30-minute one-on-one bonus. That this is literally the only time you'll ever get access to this. Remember, I charge between $2,000 and $5,000 for Amazon consulting. You get that bonus absolutely free right now.
And let me just, because this actually happened to me years ago. I actually started online back in '96, and I didn't really go full-time, obviously, until 2005, but I remember I had a guy that offered me something similar, and when I called in, I actually talked to an employee of his who was a trained consultant. No, you are actually going to talk directly to Matt. So I just want to let you know that this bonus, that's why we have to limit it, because a half an hour out of the day for Matt is a lot, and the guy, he's trying to go for that 4-hour work month, remember, so he doesn't really like to work as much extra, but obviously he's offering this bonus, so it's cool, but you will be talking to Matt. It's not like you'll be talking to, and just letting you know, there's only 2 spots left now, so we said 5 more, so there's 2 more opening. So Joyce Kerr, you just signed up, actually, I think it's Joyce. But you're in, and then, so yeah, there's still 2 more. Anyway, let's get back to questions. And Matt, actually, we have a freebie that we want to give away, don't we? Don't we have something we want to give away?
We have a couple Amazon gift cards that we're going to give away as the surprise bonus in the Q&A. So we like to give some good feedback to our gracious webinar host who's invited us here and allowed us to, come and communicate with you all and interact with you all, which has been awesome. So what we're going to do is just give them some good feedback that they can sort of pass on to some other people, or if nothing else, just let them know that they've, done a good job and hopefully we've delivered. So what you can do is it's not going to be the first person to reply because we want some good, valuable responses, but we're going to randomly choose out of the valuable responses, or if Jason sees one that just really sticks out, he can just pick that. I can't actually see him. But either way, so what you're going to do is just type in the Q&A box something that you've learned during this webinar, something that you're looking forward to, something that sort of opened your eyes, something that you're going to implement, maybe you're already implementing, anything like that, anything good, positive, actionable. Just start typing that in the Q&A box, and we will randomly choose a good one, or if one just really sticks out, we may pick that one.
All right. So yeah, if you impress me, I'll probably stick that one out. Here's a question that we still got quite a few questions. So while people are doing that, let's look for this. Does he? I'm assuming, Matt, this is from Paige Ryan, that this is to you for the course. Does he have resources for the private label industry, or do I have to go find them?
No, we actually have a. That's a great question, because I added this as an additional thing after the course was already created, based off of feedback from people just like you. They were like, okay, something's a little bit missing here. There's something that I kind of want that's not here, which was like a list of suppliers. I went to a conference in Las Vegas, finding private label suppliers, and picked out all the good ones from there, all the good ones, some of the ones that I actually use myself. I'm literally giving you my business almost. But we have a resource inside of the course that gives you all of that, so you don't really have to worry about that. There's some big suppliers mentioned, then there's some ones that you can go get private label products from pretty quickly. But if you want to get into a niche that's not covered, it's literally just a matter of doing a Google search for whatever the opportunity is. Remember, you find that first. Whatever the opportunity is for a keyword or product name plus private label plus drop shipping plus wholesale, one of those keywords that'll really help you find it if it's not covered in the resource that's inside the course.
And, one of the things, even if you go with the resources in the course, perfect example, one of the ways you make money with this is obviously trying to pay as little as possible for the product. 2 ways that happens. Number 1, the more you sell, they'll usually lower the price, They'll usually lower the price. Number 2 is you barter and you ask. Don't just be satisfied with the initial price. And you can actually, if you find a few, like let's say, for example, mascara. Say there's a mascara that you want to sell. You find a manufacturer that has a private labeling system for that, meaning that they'll let you put your own label on it and sell it. Well, then you look for somebody else too, and you try to, to price match to be able to see who the best price is, because you don't want to just be satisfied with one. Now, you might only find one that's really good, but what you can do, and this saved me, it saved me 70 cents per product, which when you start selling, like 250 a day, that's $200 a day profit you just make. So you definitely want to be able to do things like that. But finding products to sell are not hard. And a couple times this came up, and I thought I'd address it now. There could be some confusion happening when we say private label. Now, when we talk about private label for physical products, what we mean is that there's manufacturers out there that want really nothing to do with selling the product to individual stores. They just sell to distribution centers, or they sell to people that are willing to sell for them. So you buy bulk, they'll sell it to you. And people ask, well, is that a legitimate business model? Well, I used to work for a company called Weyerhaeuser that did that. They didn't sell to the individual stores. They sold to distributions. They had distribution centers that distributed and sold for them. And it's a very valid business model. They focus on what they're good at. I use the story of Ford. Ford Motor Company in the early 1900s used to do everything from mining the product to selling the product and everything. They were in charge of everything. And then they realized, wait, we're not focusing on what we're good at. We're losing money doing this. So now they outsource everything except for what they're good at, and that's how they make money. So there's loads of businesses out there that are willing to do this because they realize they can't get into every market. And it's really the same as affiliate marketing. Why do people use affiliate marketing? Because you make more money. You get more people promoting your product, more people selling. So it's a huge opportunity. But then there's the Kindle side. And private label with the Kindle side is an absolutely no-no. About a year ago, maybe more, a lot of people were talking about, you can use PLR, create these crappy ebooks, and then just like put a whole bunch of fake reviews on there. Well, that doesn't work. Amazon really put the kibosh to that. They do not allow, like if they can find the content online, they just won't publish your book. They'll say this is too readily available online. Sorry, I just got a little sidetracked there. It's not available online. So you need to make sure you're focusing on quality. So I just wanted to really differentiate with that. All right, so we are at the 455 mark. So I'm just going to go through here, see if there's any really tough questions left. Matt, here's one. Does Amazon tax your Kindle book?
I don't think so, because whenever you sell like 99 cents to $2.99, you make a 35% royalty. Whenever you sell $2.99 to up, pretty much, you make a 70% per sale, and I don't believe there's any sort of taxes taken out. But I mean, I'm not sure honestly. But that I know is the royalty amounts. But if there is tax, I mean, there is. I mean, I don't really know. There's not much you can do about that if there is. But that's as far as I know. So.
And one thing I just want to let everyone know that the webinar-only bonuses that we mentioned, the webinar is going to be over in basically 4 minutes. So, yeah, those bonuses go with it. So, now, a lot of these bonuses don't, but we're talking about the live 30-minute call. And I don't know, was there anything else that was just the call-only bonuses? I just don't want to mislead people.
Yeah, we got the past 12 weeks of coaching calls. We got the private webinar with James Jones and I where we just revealed everything, some really cool stuff that's not included anywhere else about Amazon. We got my personal 60-day personal profit guarantee. It means if you actually apply the course and you don't make at least $3,000 profit in the next 60 days, you'll get a 100% refund like normal, but you also get a $200 Amazon gift card sent directly from me. So those are the webinar-only bonuses that are literally only available right now. So you can't really get access to those things any other time.
And this actually came up a few times. Can you repeat the refund? Basically how this works is we used ClickBank, and the reason why we use ClickBank is we wanted to try it because I'm successful with ClickBank and I have benefits with them for having an Apex manager, but we have a closed ClickBank program, meaning that you have to be an approved JV because we don't want just everyone purchasing through their own link, not to say that anyone here would do that. The point that I want to make here is that by using ClickBank, the refund is guaranteed. Basically what I mean is within those 60 days, if you are not making the money, you are not satisfied, you're sitting here saying, I can't make this work, we have no choice but to give you a refund if you ask for it. So I don't want anyone to be worried here sitting like, oh, will they harass me? Will they email me? Will they ask all these questions? No. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, and you deserve a refund. That's what we're promising. So I just want to make sure there's no risk worry there. Like you'll get 100% of your money back, and you don't have to worry about it if it's not for you. And I promise you, you will love it if you actually put effort into it. I just want to, before I close, you know what, we haven't heard from Wilson, and I'm sure, Wilson, I don't know if you had a few words you wanted to say just about the webinar?
Yeah, hey, both Matt and Jason, this has been an incredible webinar. I really love the stuff that you guys taught. You're teaching people to build real businesses rather than just going and trying different tactics to make money online. And Jason Fladlin and I have built our business around this concept, and we teach our customers time and time again that they should be building real businesses and stop trying the next magic button promise to make some quick bucks online. And this is what I loved about this when I first saw the presentation, when I talked to James Jones about it, is that you guys are teaching the same concept. Go out and build a real business, put a little effort in it, follow a known formula that is going to work, and build yourself a business, and then you have assets. I'm gonna put you guys both on the spot here because the folks that are going to watch this recording are going to be writing into us, so I want to address this ahead of time. Now, you offered a webinar-only bonus, which is now expired if people that didn't get in won't get that 30-minute call with you, Matt. You also mentioned a whole lot of other bonuses. Matt, can I put you on the spot and ask you that you extend those additional bonuses to folks that are going to watch this recording, say, by Saturday night? If they purchase by Saturday night, they can get those additional bonuses. Can we do that?
Yeah,
other than the 30-minute call with you, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that one, I mean, we can extend those other ones, the webinar-only bonuses, to the people who couldn't possibly make it. There's lots of reasons why people can't. So yeah, we can definitely do that.
Okay, so Matt, can you do me a favor? So the 30-minute bonus, for those watching the recording, we cut out a piece of the recording. You will not get that call with Matt, that 30-minute call, if you didn't purchase during the live call. But you have a plethora of other bonuses. Matt, can you just, again, if they purchase by Saturday night, Matt, let me take that back. Can we do Sunday night? Is that all right? Our folks are used to Sunday night expirations. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so if they purchase by Sunday night after watching this recording, can you repeat all the bonuses that they're going to get that will not be available even if they come and purchase, after that?
Yeah, I mean, first off, they get the past 12 weeks of group coaching calls that cover a lot of stuff that wasn't covered in the course. So that includes stuff like we had an e-commerce expert come on there. We have some information on secret Kindle formatting tricks to do lots of crazy things with Kindle formatting that you wouldn't really be able to find anywhere else. So we have a whole group of other calls. There's 12 of those. So then the other bonus is then you get the let me think, what else do we have? Then we have the 60-day personal profit guarantee. And am I missing something? No, I'm getting confused. I'm confusing myself. So yeah, you'll definitely get access to all those, the people that are signing up during the replay if you couldn't make it. So we'll have all those available for you. Oh yeah, then I was drawing a blank there. Then we got the bonus call between James Jones and I. Remember, he's an absolute Kindle expert and does a lot of different things with Kindle that I don't teach. So he included some cool stuff in there, especially some part that I really love that he touched on during the call. Not only the #1 Kindle ninja trick for ranking for any keyword on Amazon Kindle, but he also revealed 3 rapid writing methods when you want to just get started from literally scratch, where you can get books created extremely fast, absolutely for free. That's another really cool thing inside that call. So you'll have access to all of that if you sign up through their link by Sunday, and it will be in the membership for you.
Okay, Matt, and just to be clear one more time, I know you've extended. I don't know how many you gave away. There are a lot of people that bought. You're going to be busy working more than 4 hours a week, buddy, for a while on all these calls. But are you extending until the people until we hit end on this webinar? Is that right? Because I'm having some people that just bought. They're having credit card issues. solved them, went in and got it? Are they getting that 30-minute with you?
Normally it's a fixed quantity, but because, I mean, this has been a crazy webinar. I mean, I have another screen open here where I can kind of see the activity going on. I mean, normally it's like a fixed quantity. It's not until the end of the webinar, not even until the end of the live webinar. Usually it's just a fixed quantity. But I mean, I guess, you know, we're about to close this thing out. We're already past 2 hours. So if somebody wants to sign up, if you've already signed up, we've got you covered. If somebody wants to sign up literally in the next 2 minutes or 4 minutes until we really end this call, we still have those prizes to give away. We'll get you covered. But I mean, those bonuses absolutely not available during the replay. So.
Okay. You're a good man,
Thank you very much for extending to Matt. That will make a lot of people here happy. Now, folks, remember what Matt told you. Very, very important. Don't just go and schedule your call with Matt. You're going to get the most out of that call with Matt after you go through the entire training course so that you learn everything that's there, because it would be an absolute waste for you to get on the phone with Matt and ask him questions that have already been clearly answered during the training itself. So don't waste that time. This is a very, very valuable resource. First, go through everything. Even questions that you have, I suggest that you go and Google it and, you know, try and find out the answer for yourself, you know, for at least a few minutes to see if you can, so that you get on the call with Matt and you get the absolute most out of it, stuff that's not available anywhere, just in his brain. That's what you want to get out of that 30-minute call.
Very good advice. All right, so we have no questions left. I mean, well, we do, but we're over the 5 o'clock time period. We are going to give away, we just got to give away that gift certificate because we have quite a few solid answers. I like this one answer. I thought, I never realized there was so much opportunity doing Amazon. I thought this Kindle thing was just a big scam. You've convinced me today it was not. That was from Joe Lesson. So I'm going to pick Joe as one of the winners. And I don't know, Matt, if you want to just give me a random number and I'll actually just pick someone from that.
Sure. So yeah, we'll give away 2. I mean, that's what we do during the Q&A for the extra bonuses. So we'll give away 2. So if you want to pick that good one, and then we'll also do another random one. We'll do like number 6 from the bottom, I guess.
Number 6 from the bottom. So let me just flag that one. Carl Steven. The ability to start for little or no money, become a seller rather than an affiliate is huge. Percentage instead of 4 to 5, coupled with the combination of step 1 for diversification and the 3. Actually, awesome answers, Carl. So that's great. So you got that too. So I'm going to send you both instructions for that gift certificate. I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much, Wilson and Jason, for having us on here. What a fantastic group of people you guys have on your list, because this is like an amazing amount of questions, very interactive. So very, very thank you for that. And cool. So I'm going to sign off, and I'll let you guys close it up. I'm just going to send messages to the people that won. So take care.
Yep, thanks, Jason. I'll go ahead and sign off in case the guys who are Jason and Will want to sign off last. So, yeah, thanks, everybody, for being on the webinar. For those of you that signed up, I mean, I'm super pumped to see you inside of there. I'm sure I'll be interacting with you a lot. For anybody who didn't sign up, that's perfectly fine. Hopefully you got some great information out of this, some good value that you can go out there and implement. So, yeah, thanks, everyone, for being here, especially those of you all who are still on, listening, getting value out of this. And thanks, Jason and Will, for having us, and I will talk to everyone later.
All right. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Jason. And we'll end the webinar now. Everyone, take action on the stuff you learned. That's how you make things happen. Take care. Bye-bye.